everybody, this is Jesse with farmingseattle.com, and I wanted to do an updated video on my Rootbag grow system. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible and cheap as possible, so you can actually view my other videos making these root bags. Basically they cost about 25 cents a piece, a little bit less. They just use some landscape fabric, some staples and zip ties, and it takes about a minute to make each one. So then, to keep it simple, I got 10-20 trays, which are about, I don't know, I would assume 10 by 20 inches. They don't have any holes in them, and you can fill up those for each. You can fill those up each one, and they don't get too overfilled with water, which seems like it's a good method to grow things. I definitely noticed a difference between just putting these in pots and so having these in pots and watering them in the greenhouse compared to this. They're growing much better. For instance, this elderberry plant was probably about right here, and it was maxed out on its gallon pot, but now it's just shooting up and doesn't really have as much damage to it or anything. Got some grapes growing. The goji berry right there are doing really well in these. In the gallon pots they were not doing so well, but now they're growing really well. The only thing that might be a problem are these hydrangeas. If you look at the leaves, you can kind of see little edges, which usually means that they're too damp and maybe they're not dampening off. So I turned off the overhead sprinkler for today and tomorrow just to see if that'll stop. So overall, it's a pretty easy system to set up, and it's working really well. Another thing is you just put 2x4s underneath. I just did 3 under each one, and it keeps it level and watered pretty well. So after next week, I'll probably put these guys in the greenhouse so that they can grow even better in there, and I'll have to kind of level out my shelving in there to make sure that they're growing good. This one's a sea berry, and I'm hoping that those will grow really tall. I put a bunch of them in the ground over here, and they're finally getting up to size. But they've been growing from seed, and they're growing just really slow. So that's those guys. Alright, thanks for watching. You can check all my show notes in the comments section. I'll link to the other video and the materials that I used to make these guys. So thanks for watching.